We don't need that. We don't need that industry on say it.
I know it's still 7-10. I see on the scoreboard right now.
Y'all going to hear Sid in the background. Y'all going to hear Sid in the background right now. He's over there a little bit heated right now. So yeah, he's in the background.
What's going on, everybody? It's 6. As you can see, we are fully staffed today. Right around the corner, it is trade deadlines. We're definitely going to be talking about some trades that can affect our fantasy. We're going to play GM this week, so we're going to basically say what trades are we looking to see that would affect fantasy leagues. Hopefully, this will affect you. If y'all got questions, definitely let us know. And here we go. Time to start the show.
Get it. Bubble! We got the ball!
Yeah, I know I still got to fix some of the things going with the times and stuff like that. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to That Fantasy Show. I'm your host, the prime one, the commish, the Ozzy. We also got in the building Mr. OG Ron, and we also got the loudmouth, Mr. AKA Bruce Wayne himself.
Hi.
And we got a special guest as well from First Stream Podcast, my man. He does it all, Mr. Toothpick himself. Welcome to the show, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. Like, y'all don't have him officially on screen, but he in the background right now. Sid is definitely in the building doing his thing, cheering for his Bulldogs.
There you go.
It is what it is. We always want football, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Bulldogs, baby. Yes, sir.
So we got a lot to get into fantasy-wise. Let's start with the news and notes. One, if you watched well, not this Thursday, but past Thursday game, Carson Wentz is out for the season with a shoulder. JJ McCarthy's now officially set to start. So we will now see, I'll say round 2 of JJ McCarthy. Let's first and foremost, let's say, do y'all think he's ready?
No.
Since he played this year, he never looked ready from the beginning.
Not at all.
Again, when you don't know what the plays are coming, the game's a little harder.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
That's that personal Ohio State. That's that whole personal Ohio State right there.
Just saying.
I like that.
Game's not hard. You look good when you know what's happening. When you know what's coming.
Not at all. He's still a rookie. Still
and who said that Carson Wentz was a quarterback? He ain't been a quarterback since he left Philly.
This is true. But you can't say the first few games that he was playing, it was kind of like, wait a minute. You had Kirk Cousins playing pretty good out there. You had Sam Bradford. You had Sam Lego Man Darnold doing this thing out there. And then you got JJ McCarthy. When he first started, he did his debut. He was decent. Then he got injured. We ain't heard from him since. Then you had Carson Wentz looking like kind of, I'm not going to say he was, but a little bit like the Carson Wentz back in Philly. And,
Carson Wentz, Carson Wentz he's still like to hold the ball, and we probably spending way too much time on Carson Wentz. He likes to hold the ball instead of throwing the ball to the best wide receiver in football. And even your second wide receiver, Jordan Addison, is a dominant person anyway. That's why Sam Darnold looks so good. Sam Darnold, the offense, let's say KOC is literally the new generation of quarterback whisperers. Him, McVay, your boy Shanahan, and your boy with Jordan Love. They are literally the quarterback whisperers of the NFL right now. We thought Mike McDonald was, but Mike McDonald's about to work his way out of Miami. So I can't really say that he could have made Carson Wentz look bad. Carson Wentz was with Andy Reid last year. Remember, don't forget that he was with Andy Reid last year. Only thing they had to do was beat the Broncos. They really didn't need to beat the Broncos. But the Broncos needed to get into the playoffs, and Carson Wentz helped them. He helped them last year. So no, it's the same dude that was with Andy Reid. If Andy Reid can't make you look good, you're done.
Okay, so my next question is: should the Vikings try to find a QB? Like I said, the trade deadline is Monday. So, all right. So one thing would they be looking? No, I'm sorry. It's Tuesday. So
yeah, get your son Watson.
Well, put it this way: you already know. It depends on how the massage parlors are there in Minnesota.
If they smart, I'm gonna tell you what they would do, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people about to say this is a hot take, but it's not. I would call Cleveland and ask for Shedeur Sanders because that coach has no. He does not want Shedeur Sanders on his team. He's not able to. He don't want to play Shedeur Sanders. He don't even want to hear the name Shedeur Sanders. So I'm pretty sure he would be willing to part with Shedeur Sanders for maybe a 6th or 7th round pick. But
I'm about to agree with TP on that.
I like that. I'm not gonna lie. That was something I didn't think about.
I'm like TP. That's just too much talent just sitting on just standing or sitting on the sideline.
Yeah.
He looks really good holding the clipboard though.
And Shedeur hasn't did nothing but prove himself.
He's kept his mouth closed. I don't know if I don't know what it is out there that's being said or what is being done to where they're trying to
never wanted him. The coach never wanted him.
Never wanted him at all. And you can see on the draft day when they drafted him. Did you see how the whole front office looked when they drafted him? Like the head coach, the GM, which is the brother, what's his last name? Barry. Barry looked like he was disgusted, like
so looked like the same from draft day, actually, then, huh?
Exactly. And then and if I was Shedeur and I've actually saw that, man, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, yo, y'all can go ahead and trade me now if y'all really want to.
Release me.
Shedeur hasn't caused any waves. He hasn't caused any waves, but knowing the injury history with JJ McCarthy, I literally would be looking to, because you don't have Carson Wentz. I mean, what's wrong with spinning the block? Okay, because if McCarthy's not if he is going to prove himself to be injury prone, at least let me take another shot at another rookie, someone you still gonna have for at least 4 years.
Exactly.
The coaching staff don't want him.
Exactly. I mean, Shedeur. I mean, that makes sense. Putting Shedeur in Minnesota where he has weapons around him too.
Yep.
And we're playing him.
So fantasy wise, and I say it's fantasy wise, are you looking to make deals to get rid of? And I know it's dumb to say, but if you think about it, it's like, okay, if they're not going to do anything at quarterback, I'm not going to say what's the use of having them. But are you looking to make some type of deal to get rid of Jefferson, or to actually get some stock out of Jefferson?
No.
Oh, you're not getting rid of Jefferson. No,
right.
No, you know. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead with it.
Mm-mm.
I'm saying, like, okay, fantasy. Like I said, if you're a fantasy football owner, are you using it because of what's going on there in Minnesota? We know that basically, we know the type of wide receiver Jefferson is. So, are you still using him as trade bait? Let's say, because we got some places out there that's kind of iffy. I hate to say it, my boy Scary Terry, he still got that quad. You need somebody dependable. You got people that got AJ Brown. Are you looking to try to make those deals to just say, okay, I got Jefferson, and I'm trying to make a deal to get somebody else to whack?
For me, it's going to depend on the rest of my roster. It's going to depend on the rest of my roster. If I got me a solid running back, a good number 2 wide receiver, and an okay tight end, and my defense is okay, because you never know. Jefferson can have 3 touchdowns in one game. If the right quarterback is going to him, just like even though your boy Joe Cool went down, Joe Flacco came in and I got him for a steal. He gave me 3 touchdowns. He gave me 3 touchdowns just throwing the ball to one. If Joe Flacco playing again this week, guess who I'm putting in, because I know he's throwing the ball to one.
Exactly.
So whatever quarterback is playing for Minnesota, they're gonna be targeting number 18.
Yeah.
You don't trade 18.
You don't
trade.
I mean,
if I'm at the bottom of my league and I just hey, let me help my mans and them out, then I might trade them. But we ain't doing that with that first with our league. Nah, commission, you're gonna have to block all of that.
He said block that trade.
Unless they're going to pick. If it's a trade between whoever got Jefferson and pick, then go ahead and approve it. But any other team, go ahead and block that. Say you got Jefferson. Touchdown, Georgia. My bad.
So next
Just saying,
thing that came up, Tyler Lockett was released by the Titans, but he signed with the Raiders. I know they're saying big whoop, but I'm not gonna lie, Tyler Lockett is a healthy wide receiver. We know what he did in Seattle to where if he plays, if he's that slot receiver, he can make a difference. Do you feel though he'll be valuable to the actual Raider team? Because you still got Brock Bowers who's healthy. You still got, Ashton Genty who has that chance to really do something. Trey Tucker, he's kind of that, I'm that hit or miss wide receiver, but he does have the ability to actually blow that roof. Is Tyler Lockett that person that you think that can actually help with the Raiders, one, and can he help fantasy-wise with that group?
Lockett, that's a good veteran presence. Is he the same Lockett like he used to be? No, because he's getting older.
Yeah.
But I think he's probably a sure. I think I'll give him a sure number 3, not even a number 2 these days. You know what I'm saying? Because his speed is not there like it used to be.
Right.
So would you actually pick him up would you pick him up free agency in case you need like a flex or something like that? Because right now they're playing Denver. Denver's without this is the next Thursday night game. I forgot we'll talk about who they're playing this week, but I know Denver they play Las Vegas Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to remember that they're without Pat Surtain. Pat Surtain is going to be out for a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but Pat Surtain going to be on the number 1. He's not going to be on Tyler Lockett. You know what I mean?
Right.
Pat, he's not going to be on Tyler Lockett. I would think about Tyler Lockett if I needed a person on a bye. I need one of my wide receivers as a bye because I don't think he's coming in and automatically going into the starting lineup and with the Raiders. I just don't see that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So next we got Puka Nacua. If you got Puka Nacua, I'm sure y'all doing your happy dance because he's back in practice. They say he'll be ready for Sunday. And then you also got Scary Terry. Came back, played, re-injured his quad again.
Reactivated.
So we won't have him Sunday. So pick this is on you right now. This is where you get. I'm giving you the mic now. So
okay,
you're the Commanders GM.
Okay,
he already acts like he is.
I'm the Commanders GM, and what do I do?
What are you doing? Because it's like
honestly,
for some reason we know Debo can't do it on his own. Are you out there in the market?
Nope. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm standing pat. You know why I'm standing pat? Because I don't have draft capital to keep giving away. Right? I was limited in my draft picks this year. I don't really want to be a seller because if you selling anything, people are going to come for your young people, and we don't have enough young locked in talent. What I'm going to do is I'm literally going to tell my head coach that what we're about to do is lean into our run game. We're definitely going to lean into our run game to force people to play our wide receivers one-on-one. So that's Debo, that's McCaffrey, that's Lane. Get these people on the field in 22 personnel or not 22 personnel, I'm sorry, 31 personnel to make the defenses determine if they're going to play us with a heavy box or a light box. And I'm going to take my best one-on-one shot. If they play us totally different, like when we played Dallas without our number 1, number 2, and number 3 wide receiver, of course you're going to play man-to-man because nobody respects those guys. But guess what? Luke McCaffrey, he's made strides this year. We got to get Lane in front of a judge machine. Even in his sleep, he need to be catching passes in his sleep because he dropped too many. And Zach Ertz need to find the real Zach Ertz and start catching passes. He leads the team in drops. But I'm literally going to stay in 31 personnel. I'm going to stay in 31 personnel. And I got to tell Cliff one more thing too. You got to find some plays where your quarterback is under center because we can work off a play action. The play action game only works really when you come in from under the center. let Jaden Daniels turn his back to the defense, and stick it in Bill's stomach, take it out of Bill's stomach, and then turn around and you got your one-on-ones. Look, I mean, you look at the best offenses around the league, and they go under center, right? They have play action under center. So let's make these wide receivers earn their name. Let's make them earn some money now, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm standing pat. I'm not selling. I'm not buying. I'm good. I'm gonna stay pat.
Okay. So, Mr. Ron, OG, guess what? You up next. Because we want to talk about your Steelers. Now, they just signed Valdez Scantling. Just found out that y'all lost Jabril Peppers and Clark for this week. Y'all lost 2 in a row. Now, to me, I don't know what's going on. I'm not saying you, but it seems like now with the media, whenever some teams are hitting 0-2, it seems like they want to put them on panic mode. But I've also paid attention to where those teams that they talk about 2-0, that was 0-2, that next game, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they talk about somebody's mama. I don't know if they say somebody's girl or wife, but they come out hammering people. Look what Buffalo did. Look what Philly did. So right now, you guys are next on the clock. What do you feel about that?
Man, it's just it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because it's really about the chemistry of the team, you know what I'm saying? Motivation of the team. It's got to be moves has got to be made, you know what I'm saying? People's got to be held accountable, responsibility. People's got to step up.
Yeah. Now, rumor has it, I'm not gonna lie, I've been at work, I've been bored because I've been working from home. So I've been kind of just scared around, just doing whatever I can, just doing whatever. Rumor has it, y'all interested in Calvin Ridley.
My Steelers, huh? Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley to the Steelers. Now that's rumor. I'm bored at work. I don't get cussed out a lot lately. I don't know why.
But the rumor I had it was they was also looking at Chris Olave too from the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, that's another one. I mean, because honestly, I feel as though I'm surprised the Saints aren't trying to like empty shop or something.
Right. But Calvin Ridley might work too because, to be honest, he's the main focal point. He's dealing with a rookie wide receiver. Rookie quarterback, which Ward is good, but he really doesn't have. They really don't have no 1-2 punch or even a 1 punch in running back in the backfield. So they really don't have no, and then they don't really have nobody else really catching the ball but him. So really, he's out on the island by himself. If you go to Pittsburgh, that just might work as a good number 2 because now you got Metcalf, you got him, you got Austin. And then you got a 2-head monster in the backfield too as well.
Okay.
And you got a veteran quarterback that's throwing him the ball.
So I didn't want to interrupt you, but I want to welcome to the stage part of the First String Podcast, the lady himself, Miss Lady A. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
It's fun.
You gotta shut this. You just let anybody into the show now. You gotta shut this down.
Don't
you can't
do
just
that.
let anybody.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that, Pick. Don't do it, Pick.
Hey, Pick, look, she got pictures of me in public that I don't want to have nobody else see. So if she was surprised on the show, she said she was going to show when she feel like it.
Don't do it, Pick. Don't do it, Pick.
Mm-hmm.
She said, don't do it. Don't do it, TP.
You know, his mama, she loved me to pieces, so he can't,
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
That's my auntie.
I treat her just like I treat my big sister. I listen and I be quiet, but when she leaves, I be talking again.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you, Debo.
That's
so I gotta give it to Mr. Bruce Wayne now, because we're gonna talk about your boy, the Blues Brothers. And I'm not gonna lie, that injury last week was horrible.
I was kind of early.
I look. As soon as I looked at it, I thought that what happened with, because it's the same injury that happened with Dak. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still kind of like, but back to this thing. But with Scatterboo, it's like with the Giants, you've lost two key factors. The only person left now is Jackson Dart. Fantasy wise, is Jackson Dart still worth keeping, or are you putting him on the you putting on the table?
He's got to move the ball around, but like you can use him as trade bait because he's not going to end up getting the same numbers out of the guys that he had. So he could be used for trades before the deadline, but after that, unless you got another buy coming up, like he's probably not worth putting in a starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with the Eagles, yeah, we definitely want to talk about the Eagles now because right now they're locked and loaded. They made a trade with the Jets. They sent John Mechie to the Jets. They picked up Michael Carter II. Then they just did a deal with the Ravens to pick up Jair Alexander. Mm-hmm. So they just picked up two important defensive ends for their cornerback for their back end. Do you think that's enough to where you can actually look at the Eagles now defensively and say, okay, you know what? Especially fantasy wise. Yeah, that's the kind of defense I want to keep on there because yeah, sorry. That's what I got.
So I didn't know that. So the Ravens let Alexander go. I mean, they traded him to the Eagles.
Yeah, they traded him to the Eagles for the 7th round pick. John Mechie, they got rid of John Mechie, I think, for like I think for another 7th round pick for Michael Carter II. So you got two young. I want to say young, but Michael Carter's not that old. I'll probably say he's been in the league for how long? What, 2-3 years? Mm-hmm. Or it's been longer.
Yeah. But see, the problem with that is that they just made this change. They just made this adjustment. Sometimes you just have to see how well people adjust. You can't jump to it right away. Yeah, chemistry. The chemistry, the playbook, it's just sometimes it's you don't want to take that chance too soon. You know what I mean? You might have to wait to just see how they gel.
Well, now, here's one that gets me. John Mechie, I'm really trying to figure out how this dude is not getting any love. He's being traded around like an ugly girlfriend.
Mechie's a monster, bro. Mechie's a monster. Yes. But then again, you gotta look at it too. Last year, everybody wants their money. When Philly won a Super Bowl, who wants their money? The defensive ends, they get sacks. But then they starting to build their thing around their big man in the middle, around Jordan Davis and the most disruptive defensive lineman since Reggie White. What's his name? Carter, right? Yeah. Even though if he stopped from getting himself kicked out of football games,
started playing those contests with Zach with that.
Yeah, he single-handedly helped win that game versus the Rams last year in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. But why was he singled up? It was because of the defensive ends. Their defensive ends was a problem. So they got to find some really active defensive ends. But Philly's defense is not as strong as it was last year. But maybe these moves help it out and get the turnovers and things like they used to have and be disruptive. But I'm hoping not, because we played them twice. My Commanders, we played them twice. And by me as Pick Peters standing pat, I don't want to see them, but I do believe in my offensive line too. I believe in my offensive line.
Did you just say Pick Peters?
He did.
Yeah, Pick Peters. I was Pick Peters earlier today.
Take that out. Take that back. Don't do that no more.
No, I was Pick Peters. I'm Pick Peters. No,
hey, you keep saying it. It's not good. Not.
But it is.
No, no.
Now injury wise, I do want to bring up that Isaiah Pacheco got an knee injury. It was an MCL sprain, nothing serious. Mm-hmm. But that does bring out if fantasy wise, Deshaun Smith is available. He's available in most leagues. Now they play the Bills this week. Do you think Deshaun Smith is somebody that you want to pick up now, or do you want to hold off, see how he does, or you automatically put him in as a flex? I know not a number 2, probably say maybe as a flex. How do you feel about that taking place?
The Bills is going to be a tough game.
I think the Bills is going to be a tough game, but I'm I've seen the way that they've been using Kareem Hunt right now. I think he'll get maybe he may get like 4 or 5 carries. Smith, that is. I think he may get 4 or 5 carries, a couple of passes thrown his way, but I don't see a big workload coming for him, especially with Rasheed Rice, Hollywood Brown, and
Worthy.
and Xavier Worthy right now. All three of them being healthy. No, I don't see it. Travis Kelce, don't forget Travis Kelce controlling the middle. So I don't see it. I don't see him being worth making a move right now.
Yeah, because
You had to put some points up.
Yeah, that 3-head monster right there in Kansas City. That's nasty. You got Worthy, Rice, and Hollywood. And Brown. Yeah, that's nasty right now.
Yeah. I don't see that one.
You don't think about Travis Swift. I mean Kelce.
Kelce.
Yeah, there you go. So I don't know if y'all watched Thursday night's game. I did. Unfortunately, I had.
There you go. There you go.
There you go again.
At Tua, yeah. So I'm hoping I'm not sick of Carl Thomas in the shower when this week is over with. Yeah, I went there, Carl Thomas.
Yeah, you got the sweater.
Yeah, that bad. 28-6. Lamar Jackson guy, if you had him, got you 25.56 points. Derrick Henry got you 13-10. Zay Flowers had 11.4. Isaiah Likely got you 9. Mark Andrews 16.2, got you 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions. Now
Waddle.
Waddle. Oh yeah. I get on it. Yeah, I'm about to say I get on Miami right now next. So right now, with the way Baltimore is playing, I'm gonna lead to the OG. Are y'all still scared?
Don't say it.
No. I'm asking. Are y'all still scared? Do you think? Okay, wait a minute. Here they come.
No, we're not scared, man. We taking one game at a time.
Because I don't think. No. Do you feel now as an observation? Do you think the Ravens can still fix the season or save the season?
If they stay healthy, they can be dangerous. But if a couple more go down, it might be a wrap.
Yeah.
Now, fantasy wise, are you still? Well, I'm sure Lamar's going to make that. He might make that run. That like Joe Burrow did. And the same thing with Derrick Henry. Do you feel as though they'll make that big fantasy jump to where you want to see them stacking a lot of points, or is it just to where you've seen the best that they're going to do?
I got Derrick Henry. This is my second year in a row with Derrick Henry on my team, but I don't know. I don't really see in Derrick Henry. He may not even get 1,000 yards this year because I don't know. He almost fumbled just about every other game. I'm hoping he pick it back up though, but
he didn't fumble this week.
I noticed he did. Yeah, I noticed he didn't fumble this last game, so I was surprised. But he still only got 13.1 points. So I'm like, but he rushed for 19 times for 119 yards. If you want to use that pick 3, 119, go ahead, use that, y'all. Let me get 10% of that. But he's still a monster, but I think his offensive line has got to pick it up too, though.
Okay. Now the next team is with the Vikings.
Hold on, let me ask a quick question because the offensive line isn't causing him to fumble. Something's going on with him because he didn't fumble like this in Tennessee. So
he didn't at all.
I think they're trying to break them all. I think that's what I think he's trying to. I think he knows that he's trying to hit his head on the goalpost every time.
Yeah,
and I think that's where his fumbling problem is coming in at.
His ball control was much better in Tennessee, and it was a worse team. So I'm a little. That's concerning to me.
Yeah. You sure the crab cakes he be eating out there in Baltimore?
First of all, crab cakes don't make you fumble the ball. If anything, it will make you superhuman or something like that.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
You said what?
Derrick Henry's already superhuman. So
but I'm just saying, like, he wouldn't lose powers by eating crab cakes. He would get better. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he did pick it up 119 yards. He had 19 yards carry. He needed a touchdown, but
he needed a touchdown with that game, though.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about these Dolphins. Oof. Poor Flipper.
They
Right
just signed
now,
their GM.
it's I don't know what it is. The GM parted ways. McDaniel, they say they're gonna keep McDaniels for the rest of the season.
That's a lame coach. That's a lame duck coach right there. Now, go ahead,
I
Cuzzo. I'm sorry.
I don't know what I'm looking at these stats. I'm like, oh god. Tua got you 8.54. He was fit 25 for 40, 261 yards, 1 interception. The only bright spot was Devontae Etienne. He got you 67 rushing yards, 6 catches for 34 yards, got you 16.6. Waddle got you 6 receptions for 82 yards, 14.2. And that was it. I mean, that was the only bright side you could really see. Is Tua done?
Yes.
I think his teammates don't believe in him. You know, Tua started running his mouth too. Hey, a sneaky person to watch on the Miami team, and I don't know why I'm telling this right now, is Washington, the wide receiver.
Come on, the wide receiver.
Yeah, Washington, the wide receiver, because Jalen Waddle now he's drawing all the attention. And I got Jalen Waddle on my fantasy, but it's just like throwing the ball to 1. It's just like throwing the ball to 18.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle, you have to give him the ball, right?
True.
So Washington is a sneaky person to watch, just in my belief from that team.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they sick of Tua. I think the team is sick of Tua. That's what I feel that.
So you say
sorry,
he
Lady
need
A.
to shoot New Orleans then, right?
Tua should have been going about 2 years ago after all them concussions.
You're right.
All of them
really
concussions. And I'm surprised that he really came back. But I say, are you just trying to get the money, or are you not worried about your health? Which one is it?
I think it's for him, it's the love of the sport. That is something that's strong in his culture. That warrior complex, all kinds of things. Football is life, but I feel like the entire team just like fell off. They were scoring like 100 points on everybody, and then now, what are we doing? So you're right. He should have called it quits 3 years ago when he had the concussion. He was on top of the world. He had great stats. They're a non-factor at this point. There are a couple of little bursts of surprises, but that's it.
That's pretty much it. And you kind of knew the season was gonna go downhill once Hill had that bad knee injury. He was like, okay, that's pretty much it. But I did like them jerseys they played that night. That black.
Yeah, I ain't lie. That made me excited.
Hey, that black. I had a whole plate in my hand when I saw the jersey. I almost dropped everything on my plate.
Oh, wait. Let me just say this.
Fumbled the bag.
Just because a team wears black jerseys does not mean they're going to play amazing, okay? If they do play
one, that's it.
But hold on. If they do play amazing, it may be a one-off, okay? So understand
but you
that,
wore black in Miami
right?
too.
Because my team, when we wore black, we traditionally do terrible. We have one game that we were in black and we did amazing. So you can look good. You just
speaking of Cuzzo.
What team is that?
Washington.
The Commanders.
Okay.
As the general manager of the Washington Commanders, and me being Pick Peters, the one thing that I am concerned about is the wide receiver that caught the Hail Mary. Why am I still paying him? Right? He's on the IR right now.
Is he in Chicago?
He's hurt. No, he's hurt.
Oh, he was in
Chicago.
On the IR.
You talking about Noah?
No, you're talking about Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus is in Chicago.
Noah's
He's talking about
Noah
Brown. He's talking about Noah Brown, right?
Noah Brown.
No, his name is Noah. His name is Noah Injured Reserve Brown. Like when your middle name is Injured Reserve, I don't need you on my team because you're robbing me.
Maybe they're just giving him props. I don't know. He's in football history. He's in football history at this point.
I'm okay with that. Miss me with that one. I'm gonna go ahead and do an injury settlement with him. I'm gonna do an injury settlement with him. Yep, injury settlement. You go ahead and go rob somebody else, and maybe I'll try to. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe at that point in time, I fill that roster spot with somebody that's available, because he wasn't available for us throughout the whole playoffs last year, throughout the run after Chicago. Right, he had 1 touchdown in 2 seasons. You spent more time on the IR and being inactive than you have actually suiting up in the uniform for me.
So Noah keeps
that's the
saving
injury
himself.
settlement.
He keeps saving himself. So what he will do when he comes when he comes back in the game, he'll have like one amazing play. He always does it. Just pay close attention. When he comes back, if he comes back, he's gonna have an amazing play, and then he's gonna get hurt, and then he's gonna go back on IR. That's how it
works. So we gotta get back with the Dolphins real quick, because one thing I want to say. Then there's games against Buffalo.
It's not gonna be good. Cuzzo done froze up.
Yeah,
the Chiefs and Buffalo. The Chiefs and Buffalo. That's gonna be an amazing game.
Yeah,
I thought this was gonna be I'm not gonna lie. I thought this would be the game that McDaniels was gonna be fired. So I'm gonna call Buffalo. It depends on how bad Buffalo beats them. If Buffalo beats the brakes off of them like a jealous boyfriend seeing him with his girl, with another dude with his girl.
Ugly ex-girlfriend, jealous boyfriend. What's going on?
Yeah, they love. I'll tell y'all later about it. JT probably tell you a whole story about it.
What is happening? JT's like, I am not in this.
He knows. He's like, I don't want to hear it this time.
But it was funny though. Like their clothes coming down. Shit was funny.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably say the Bills game is the game to where you're probably going to see the end of McDaniels. Whether they want to say they want to finish him for the season or not, I kind of think it depends on how bad the Bills knock them down. That's going to be depending on how bad he stays on the team. If he stays on the team.
I mean, but he'll get picked right back up though by somebody quickly though, because he's a genius though on the offensive side.
Oh yeah,
but he'll come back as an OC. He's not coming back as a head coach.
No, he'll be a coordinator somewhere, but a head coach, I don't see that happening.
I know a place where he could be the OC at.
Oh, where?
Don't say Dallas.
Washington.
Hey, that might be a good pick. That might be a good fit for y'all though, for real. I'm not even playing. That might be a good fit.
Yeah, I'm scared of these type of changes.
He knows how to run the ball. He's not afraid to run the ball.
We've had coaches who ran the ball, but did they really help?
Listen, when your quarterback is in shotgun 100% of the time, it like I said, it takes so much out of your playbook. The play action pass, right? So you got to give it to him, man. Like he had that offense humming a couple of years ago, right?
Sure.
With Tyreek Hill, with Tua, their tight end. It's the fact that they lost so much on defense over the years. Miami's lost players after player after player on their defensive side of the ball. And then the injury bug got them. Like they didn't play with the same offensive line for quite a while. And Tua with the concussions and things like that, man. But no one says that his offense is trash. His offense is not trash.
His offense scores 100 points on in a game, like for real.
It's just right now. It's just that he may be one of the people that is just better as a coordinator. He may be, you know what I mean? Like look at KC's defensive coordinator. He had his shot as a coach, and he said, "I'm gonna win championships as a defensive coordinator." You know. And he may go into NFL history for, putting up some of the best defenses, because even with that bomb offense that KC have right now, their defense is still in the top 5.
Yeah.
When they won Super Bowls, their defense is in the top 5.
Yep.
So
you gotta be able to stop the other team. You gotta
North Turner was a garbage coach.
Yeah,
garbage head coach, but one heck of a OC.
So he should get demoted, is what Pick says.
I get it. But I kind of ran as soon as the actual conversation I want to go to. Sunday night's matchup is Seattle versus Washington. Now, we do think the fantasy matchups will be, you got Sam Darnold, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, and Jackson Smith and Jigba for Seattle. Washington, I still got Jaden Daniels. You got Karski Merritt, that's how I like to call him, Bill, Debo Samuels, and Zach Ertz. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel as though the fantasy things that we got to worry about is keeping. Well, for Seattle, I do believe their thing is to where they got to keep the defense guessing. And I'm going to talk about fantasy wise because you have Jackson Smith and Jigba, you have Cooper Kupp, you have Torrey Holton out there on the backfield, and you still also have Kenneth Walker and Chardonnay out there. So I feel as though if you want to get the best of your players, you pretty much would have to actually keep the defense guessing. For the Commanders, I do feel as though they got to keep Jaden upright. We can't have him playing on his back or running for his life. But I will say this, Pick, you might agree with me, but you might not. Keep that same defense attitude you had against Kansas City in the first half. That was beautiful.
Absolutely. But they got tired. So
I understand that, but the way that they played Kansas City, that's how you played the defense, especially the backfield. The backfield was aggressive. I loved it. The second half, I cried, but the first half, I'm like, okay, you out there doing something.
Yeah.
So I think the thing about it was that defense played fast. That defense didn't look old, and the biggest piece that Washington is missing without a doubt is our defensive end that went down in the third game. Oh my god, what's his name? He's on the IR. We just got him this year. He set a strong edge, but I thought that we should have added to the blitz. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think we lead the league in 4-man pressures, right? I think we lead the NFL. Listen to this. We have no pressure, but we lead the NFL in 4-man rush on defense.
Yeah.
You need to add. You need to add Bobby Wagner. You need to add 5. You need to do that. You need to come off the corner, drop a defensive end from the other side, but let it not be Frankie Lulu, because Frankie and Bobby coming together, that's a problem. But you add a slot corner, you add a corner blitz to this thing. You got to heat quarterbacks up the rest of the year. That's going to lead to your turnovers right there. That's going to get your turnovers going. That's going to keep your offense on the field. And did I say run the ball to keep your defense fresh? I don't know if I said that or not. But
you didn't, but we get it.
We got to run the ball to keep the defense fresh. You got to do it. Even the team that, hey, I'm gonna tell you what, Seattle is a 50-50 offense. Their run game is not overpowering. Their run game is not leading the NFL in nothing. In fact, it's like in the 20s, their run game. But the thing about it is they continue to make the effort to run the ball. And that's why they get big plays, because they do the play action. And then you find, and they lead the league in big plays. They lead the league in big plays with one wide receiver. Remember, hey, I'm sorry to hog this up, but late A, Cuzzo, do you remember me saying at the beginning of the year they only have one wide receiver? Well, you have to be more careful. If you dumping the ball off to your tight end, you running the ball effectively. I mean, well, not effectively, but you running it enough to keep an 8th man in the box. Yeah, you get one-on-ones with your awesome wide receiver that you moving all over the field. Of course you do.
So I'm per usual. Pick, I disagree. So let me tell you.
Okay.
There's a difference between our defense from last season and the defense this year. Where you place Frankie is key. My other cousin, Frankie Louvu, yes. He needs a big drop toe. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but as soon as I said Frankie Louvu,
completely intentional.
I think it was on purpose, right?
Oh,
but
it wasn't. I was messing with something I shouldn't have been messing with.
Now you heard me say my other cousin Frankie Louvu, and then you dropped out. Whatever. But Frankie he's a blitz master. Okay. Frankie needs to be the one going after the quarterback. I don't know why you got Frankie chasing people down the field. He needs to go after the quarterback. You need to shut the quarterback down. That's every team. I don't care. They're not going to win if you shut their quarterback down. It's just not going to happen.
That's the linebacker number 4, right?
Yes, number 4. Yeah.
Yep.
What did Seawall say? She said, Frankie's not all there. You don't want to have somebody that's not all there. dropping back from the secondary. No, you want Oos going downfield. You
He's a
Oos
goon.
attack.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
you
a
need you
goon.
Goons attack. Goons don't bob and weave. Goons attack. They throw blows.
And again, same culture that I was talking about Tua, where this is football is life. You got that warrior mentality. Frankie needed let that man do the haka before the game and let him go to war. Let him go take the quarterback's head off without getting a penalty. Because you know that sometimes goons they tend to get a few penalties, but let that
That's the
man
problem.
let
He ain't
him
had none
go.
this year. That's the
Huh?
problem. He hasn't had any this year.
Because
That's
they
the
don't
problem.
have him where they need to have him.
You need to tell
That's
him stop
why.
watching the program before the game. That's what it is. He's trying to be that Alvin Mack.
That'll make a difference too when you put a linebacker out of position.
Exactly. Because now I will say, back in the day, and we talked about this on our show. Back in the day, you've had it was standard. If you're not in the tape, if you're not in the shot, hey, you need to go ahead and run a lap.
Yep.
You need to run a
If
lap.
you're not in the frame, if you're not in the frame of the tackle, you need
Frankie
to get on
knows.
your horse.
You will see Frankie in almost everything. Like, pay close attention. Even if he's not the one that gets the tackle, he's there. He then ran clear across the field to come help out, to come participate. But at the end of the day, he needs to be in the frame where he is getting a sack. That's what he needs. So I let number 4 get 4 sacks in one game. Let him go.
Now the next game we got to talk about is the Monday night game. Thank God Al is not here. And we got to talk about these Cowboys. They playing against the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Now, Kyler Murray is not playing. Instead of Call of Duty, he got a hold of the new goes to Utah game. So he kind of sprained his ankle. I'm gonna say sprained his thumb playing that game.
No, you're right. He sprained his ankle running to go play.
Yeah, he must, trying to beat up the kid that had the last copy. Yeah. So
they was hitting the X button too many times.
Yeah, that is.
What happened?
So they will be with Jacoby Brissett. Now
that's scary.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Practice, I'm like, you still got Trey McBride, you got Marvin Harrison Jr. still there. I'm not gonna lie, the Dallas defense. I was just talking about the program. I need somebody talking like Alvin Mack on Dallas, talking about, look, kill them all, let the paramedics sort them out. They need that mentality.
That's my dude too, Alvin Mack. He said, "You want to shot my mother, wasn't you?"
Because as much as people are giving Dallas this compliment about how good Dallas is, because they played us, we were short. We were the Walking Dead. Yeah, y'all came around and played Denver, and y'all matched our score. Yeah, but y'all talking about how good defense is. Now here's your chance again to actually put your defense on the map. You're playing a team without Kyler Murray. Mm-hmm. And you got
Jacoby. Don't sleep on Jacoby.
Oh, I'm not sleeping on Jacoby, but my mom said
you saying without
Dallas, you better have mentality.
You saying without Kyler Murray, that's actually a plus. Ask
Marvin Harrison Jr. Can be a problem.
Jacoby still got game?
Yeah. So he was our backup, and when I tell you we had a better backup last season than we do now, I'm just gonna put that out there. Mm-hmm. Jacoby will come through. He's a great backup to have. He has a really strong arm. He has that football intelligence that you want a quarterback to have.
He's been in the league forever.
Yeah, but with that said, he's getting older. He's not as mobile as he used to be. His accuracy, for the most part, is there, but it's. I mean, he's getting older. Things are starting to diminish a little bit, but he shouldn't be slept on because he can step up to the plate. So,
no, I'm not sleeping on him at all. Yeah, and that's what I'm telling Dallas. Don't sleep on this team because they don't got Kyler Murray. You better have that same mentality as Kyler Murray was playing it. Kill them all, let the career next sort of out. I don't care who the quarterback is.
Right.
That's what I'm looking at. Next, I definitely say they got to dominate the running game. Javonte Williams, Tar Heel, thank you. He's been having a great season. And I think with Dallas, they need for this game, you definitely need to give him the ball more. Granted, I do feel as though with him running the ball more, it is going to open up CD Lamb and Pickens. And it's going to, like I said, it's one of those to where you run the ball, you know, you're going to get more than CD Lamb given show. But I do feel as though if Arizona's going to make a move or try to at least make this a game, you definitely need to make Marvin and McBride a threat. You got to move Marvin Harrison somewhere. You got to make sure McBride can catch those balls. You got to put the work in to make them irrelevant.
I think that in this game right here, that Jacoby Brissett is going to put up some numbers. I think that Marvin Harris Jr. and McBride, they probably both will touch the end zone. But I also think that Dak Prescott is going to have one heck of a game. Arizona's defense.
Don't tell Al.
Arizona's defense is legit. It's just that their offense hasn't been able to move the ball and put points into the end zone. Plus, don't forget, Arizona has a tight end that's out of this world. They have one of the top tight ends in the NFL.
Trey McBride is, like that's what I'm saying. You make sure that you make Trey McBride.
Yeah, in the words of Lady A, in this game, give me the over. It's gonna be some points put up.
I like that one. I like that.
It's gonna be the over. I'm trying to tell you. But you know, I to play devil's advocate though, I will say this. Dak, in his mind, first of all, quarterback's mentality is key quite often. Dak is on fire. He feels like he's on top of the world. You know, he's had the last couple of games. He's done well.
Those wide receivers, good night.
Their defense is performing well. You know, it's just I don't let my other co-hosts out hear us say these things, but Dallas having confidence, because we know the fans always gonna have confidence when they shouldn't. But when the team itself, when they have this confidence and they feel like they're on fire, they can become a problem. I feel like Dallas is one of those teams where if they play terrible at the beginning of the season, they will have a strong run at the end. If they play amazing at the beginning, they're gonna fall off. They're right off the cliff. But I mean, look at how the beginning of their season played out. Like we were like, ew, what's happening? You know? So I do think that, Arizona, I really feel like they need to keep their eye on it. That was one of those teams you put your foot on their neck at the first quarter and you do not let up.
Because the last thing I want to do is hear something like this again.
Belt the fucking ass on you Redskin fans, man. Any of y'all niggas had something to say.
Hey, what's up, big boy? You know what's up with me?
We breaking niggas' ass. James Daniels, get the fuck on the ground, nigga. McCaffrey, get the fuck out the game, nigga. Fuck it, y'all niggas. Boy. James Daniels, what?
Y'all proud of this shit?
Taking that, he kicking ass and taking.
I don't want to ever hear that in my neighborhood, my old neighborhood again.
Hold on.
That was your neighborhood. That was your neighborhood.
Forest Creek. Let me tell you something about Forest Creek. That's typical for Forest Creek. But I'm gonna tell you my attitude, and okay, Cuzzo, my attitude. That's why I don't go outside anymore.
No, this is why I leave my sister. This is why I leave my sister at the airport. This is why I don't talk to Cowboys fans. I have a sister and a nephew, both Cowboy fans. They have come down here for the Redskins or Commanders Cowboy game. I will not pick them up from the airport. I am not talking to you until after the game.
You cannot consort with the enemy because
my mom be like, why don't you get them from the airport? For what? They not here to support my team.
My temperament is not okay. Like I would not be able to sit there and watch this type of energy. I would not. I cannot.
Round one goes to you. You still got round two.
So you got to cut up.
I'm trying to tell you.
It
would have been back to head, like for real. Like go sit down, because I don't that energy. Nah, bro, go sit down. Them people not paying you.
I feel you.
With a
Now-
belt? Oh, child, no.
Hey, Leather, he had the old school leather belt too,
He had
Leather.
the
He was
belt, no. And look, and then, my dear cousin, no, like we don't do that with the leather belts. We got law enforcement families and their leather belts that they had back in the day.
Yeah.
No,
I
we're
don't need no
not doing
flashbacks
that.
to my life. Them things were big and thick, man.
We don't do that. No.
Uh-uh.
No.
Hmm.
You threatened everybody out there. That's how I feel. He threatened. No, he threatened people's lives. No.
Yeah, you give me PTSD, bro. I might have to go to my trunk.
You say I
No.
gotta roll out. I gotta roll out.
So I do have a
I
quick
gotta roll
question.
out.
Hey,
All
I'm
right,
gonna be
man.
like, I'm gonna be like old boy. I'm gonna be like old boy. White man can't jump. I'm going to my car. Get my other gun.
Get my other one. Hey,
That's
in
what
the
I'm
new,
saying.
on the new
I
one,
was being nice.
in the new one that my white man can't jump, he go to the car, but he came back with a flamethrower.
He
Like,
came out
man,
of no torch.
he
That's
came back with a
the type of
flamethrower. And
energy.
again,
He
if
went
y'all
Call of
seen the
Duty. He
newer
was like,
version of
no.
White Man Can't Jump,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because
he
I'm
came back with a flamethrower.
look, we are being recorded live. So all I could say is, oh, okay, back to head. But I'm not gonna say what I really think right now. Like, what?
I was trying to tell
Take
you.
that energy somewhere else. Okay.
All right.
I
I'm
don't
gonna be
like
my
it.
man on white man can't jump for real. I'm going to my car, get my other gun.
Because why you play that video? Like, I don't like it.
You
Now my
tried.
evening is ruined.
Trying
No,
to start
I do have
something,
to say though.
Cuzzo.
I do have to say, man. I do have to say for real, like though, it's gonna be some fantasy points on Monday night. So if you down and you got somebody from Arizona or the Cowboys on your team, yeah, you got to put them in the lineup because they may bring you back. Especially if you down 5 points and you got
Yeah, if it's
if
a
you
close
got
game, if you
some
got a close matchup, and they ain't
so
got
yeah,
nobody else,
they
then yeah.
definitely need to be in that game.
Now
I gotta check.
we do have a
Lady
quick
A,
fantasy
over.
discussion to bring up. And it's for the fantasy people. So right now, I guess with it being close to the middle of the season, what players right now do you feel as though you're feeling for? Who's a guaranteed start? Did you feel as though in the NFL is like, okay, this person did, guaranteed. There's no way I'm not trying to get rid of this person. Who is that top person that you feel as though that's making a mark in the NFL right now in fantasy?
Fantasy wise, this is gonna sound crazy. Well, no, this is not gonna sound crazy because he did it before. Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is it.
With Indiana
Daniel
Jones,
yeah, Daniel Jones is a solid quarterback. I'm gonna say he's a solid quarterback. But you give him a straight running game without a injured Saquon Barkley and some good wide receivers. Can you imagine what the Giants could have had if they had played this right? If they had paid Saquon what he wanted and then gave Daniel Jones a respectable contract with Malik Neighbors, right? With Malik Neighbors, and then maybe because their defense is still pretty solid, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, the Giants, thank you for fumbling the bag. Thank you for getting Saquon out of New York, but you left him in the division and then you sent Daniel Jones away packing. It's Jonathan Taylor, man. Jonathan Taylor is trying to run into history and looking at Indy's schedule the rest of the way. I say he's making a run for Offensive Player of the Year. Maybe threatening for MVP.
It could be a good candidate. It could be a good candidate. I could see that. I see that.
So my other co-host said is probably gonna love it if I say this in front of him. I think a safe start if you have him. Bijan Robinson.
Oh, it's a good thing said is at the pizza shop right now.
The Falcons are not playing like we expected, but Bijan is sure to get you some points. And it is, I'm going to admit, this season has been difficult to say something like this. To just say, oh, this is a person that should be a guaranteed start. Of course, on our show, we cover a lot of betting. Sometimes we give info for the player props. I'm usually really good on player props. Pick, you probably owe me money because I probably made you some money off of some of
Yeah,
these
last year
player
you made me
props.
some money last year with
That's
the
what I'm
player
talking
props. I
about
can give
last
you.
season. But
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I put it into your
you
contract to
probably
keep you
owe
away
me
from
some
Doc.
little change, some little coin. Let me borrow $1.
You'll get it. You'll get it when you try to leave us and go work with Doc. That's when you'll get out. Hey, here's your bonus. Come on back. That's when
I
you'll get it.
mean, yeah, shout out.
She
I'm
said a couple
saving.
She said a couple IOUs, huh?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
saying, you can give
I'm just
me
saving it
$1.
for. I'm saving it for you. I'm saving it for a rainy day. When you try to jump ship.
Yeah, when I go, because I'm shout out to Doc Walker. He comes on our show all the time. Shout out to him. He only comes because he says because of me, but you know.
Oh, look, it's coming. I'm waiting for that one. When y'all bring Brian in, I'm waiting for that one.
He's been on. Brian
Brian's
Mitchell.
on the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brian's come on before.
Brian is coming. He's
So
coming soon.
look through the older shows. Brian been on the show.
No. I want him
talked
on the
to-
show when it's officially said, which will probably be on the Super Bowl, that he's going to that hall.
Oh, well, it's going to be impossible to talk. Listen, I talked to Brian.
Well,
I talked to Brian on the regular. But
right now he
I'm
is a
telling you
finalist.
right
He's a
now,
finalist.
when he goes into the Hall of Fame, the whole podcast is going to Canton.
That's right around the corner. I need to get my ticket. I'm staying with Cuzzo. I'm just going to say
we going to Canton.
Because I ain't gonna have no money for whatever price they want for a hotel. Okay. So I'm staying with Cuzzo.
Well, Cuzzo, I'm sleeping in the basement. I'm in the basement, Cuzzo. I'm down there with the video games.
You're terrible.
In the basement. I got a sleeping bag and everything. I'm good. I'm coming.
He ain't gonna get no.
He ain't going nowhere because I got the
make sure you got your snacks too while you play the video games.
That's why I got the popcorn machine down there too. That's the bad thing.
Listen, but that's the other part about it too is we gonna make room because we going to go party with all our favorite friends. When B Mitch goes into the Hall of Fame, I'm telling you right now, there will be no sleep gotten.
Yeah,
it is not going to be no sleep.
But I mean,
I'm showing up in my dirty 30 jersey.
He's on his way. Shout out to Brian Mitchell. He's another friend of our podcast. But I will say, to answer your question, Cuzzo, right now a sure start would be Bijan. And that's just how I feel right now. Give me a couple weeks if something may happen, but I feel like he's a solid player. He's not necessarily injury prone like some people, and he even when Atlanta does terrible, except for that one game they lost like 30-0. Obviously that wasn't
what was going on.
I think he got some yards, but he ain't get no.
Bijan performed. I think
right, but they didn't have a touchdown in the whole game. Like they lost bad. So I would say Bijan.
I got a question for y'all. What is the problem with the Falcons? What do y'all think the problem with the Falcons is? Because they have all the talent in the world.
It's
a structure. It's a structure.
Yeah, they falling apart.
They have no. Me personally, they have no game plan. And when I mean by game plan, it's like, okay, what are we? It's like y'all basically playing. You're like, hey, we going out in the back. Y'all playing throwback.
It's management. It's the GM. It's the head. Yeah. At first, I wasn't trying to put it on the head coach, but it's the head coach, it's the GM, it's the offensive coordinator. It's all of them. They just do a clean sweep because I've never seen an offense that has a weapon at each position. You got a weapon at quarterback. You got two dynamic duo running backs. You got 3 wide receivers. You got a dope tight end. You got a tight end that can play wide receiver. So he's actually like a hybrid. So I'm like, what's the problem? And then y'all go out and get these 2 edge rushers. You get Pierce, and then you get my boy Walker from Georgia. I'm a Georgia Bulldog. And I'm like, they're doing their thing, but I play football. I play DB and I play wide receiver, but I'm looking at the backfield like secondary out there looking like Swiss cheese. Got a bunch of holes in it.
So I was about to quote my other co-host who's not here at the moment, Cedric. And so as a Georgia Bulldog, I'm sure you would appreciate it. Said feels like the Atlanta Falcons are not where they should be because they do not go to Georgia to recruit heavily like Philly or
every player to go from the University of Georgia to the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, he said it's in your backyard, which I
agree with him.
It is in your backyard. It's kind
You
of stupid.
can't.
but-
If you want,
let
if you
that.
want,
That's a
if you
melting
want
pot
Georgia
right there.
Bulldogs, if you want Georgia Bulldogs, you got to pick in the top 10.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the
I mean,
Falcons
They
hadn't been
don't.
in the top 10 in a while.
But
And when they did go
that's
to the
true.
top 10,
That's
they
true,
needed a
TP. I give
quarterback.
you that one.
But
I give you that one.
They
That's
needed
true.
a quarterback.
times,
So
it's been times they had the opportunity to get a Georgia Bulldog, and they were like probably the best person for that position
Mhm.
at that time. You got to look at the board when on draft day, and at the end of the day, because keep in mind, we hear said fussing every draft day. We are live during the draft. He is
I hear
fussing and
every Sunday.
screaming. That's what, but I'm saying, yeah, we have to hear it quite
sound
often
like
that
me.
they have not picked.
He sound like me. Right.
Yeah, they have not picked someone from Georgia. So I do. So to your point, yes, it is management because they're not making the best decisions for their
I got
organization.
one better for you. I got one better for you, Lady A.
hmm
We're in need of a wide receiver right now, correct?
hmm
Maryland puts out wide receivers.
Yep,
They
they
put
always have.
out wide receivers.
Yep.
How many of Maryland wide receivers have we drafted?
So if they get a Maryland anything, they're going to not draft. They are going to pick them up as a free agent. That's what they do.
But see, we missed the Stephon Diggs, who was on the board, who we knew was going to be dynamite in the NFL.
With
Right?
all the Diggs
He
boys,
winds-
like, what are
he
you
winds
talking?
up-
They all were here. Like, come on now, what are they doing?
He
Now,
went to
I do have a
Minnesota.
question with that.
You
I do
got
have a
Felton.
question with that
I feel
because
you.
I've actually put that question up, but then the same thing with the Commanders. Why are we picking someone? The same thing. Why are we picking up people? We picked up. Remember, we picked up Chase Young. We also picked up. Rest in peace. JT, what's his name?
Dwayne
Haskins. You talking
Dwayne
about Dwayne Haskins?
Haskins.
No, stop. Okay, listen.
No.
I see where he's going.
But
I
I
see
kind of
where
feel
he's
as though
going.
being in DC, I do feel as though being in DC and being in a pro player, it's a lot going on to where your mind is not football.
We ruined
No.
them.
That's not.
No,
I'm sorry.
Pick. Let's call a spade a
I
spade.
hear
We
you.
ruined professional athletes.
Let's call a spade a spade, right? Let's call a spade a spade. If your job is to play football, right? Your main job is to play football. You think that the distractions is not out there for Jaden Daniels? You think that the distractions is
It
not out
is.
there for Bobby Wagner? You think that the distractions is not out there for Terry McLaurin? The distractions are there for everybody.
It applies to
and
individuals.
I do agree with you on that pick. I do agree with you with that. But there's a difference between being a distraction in a different place and distractions for where you know everything is going on.
Check this out. You can be a draft pick. I know people that was drafted in the NFL. I know people that got drafted from the University of Maryland and went to Atlanta, right? And went to Atlanta, home of the strip clubs. The same thing is in DC, the DMV, strip clubs everywhere, right? But my man stayed with the Falcons for 7 years. Why? It's because his focus was football.
Because he's amazing. Everybody's not that way.
Don't get it twisted. We can't say that the environment ruins the player. The player has to have some type of responsibility to what their primary job is. Just like this. If you and I and all of us on this panel and everybody watching don't get up and go to work and put in an effort, a bit of an effort, we will no longer be employed, right? Your job is to know your position, know your responsibilities, know what you're supposed to do. So unless you're talking about Green Bay or unless you're talking about Seattle, every NFL team has the same problems.
So
every NFL team has the same problems.
Because you going and we get it. But someone just recently said to me, I ran into like someone who's like family to me, a childhood friend, right? And he told me he moved out of the area. And I said, hey, everything. His mom's still here. I said, how's everything going? He was like, yeah, I had to leave. I had to get out of here. He's not a professional athlete or anything. But in order to be successful in his life, he knew he had to move away to spread his wings and be better and do better.
I'm not gonna lie. That was my reason.
The distraction isn't always a strip club or parties. It could be your family. It could
Absolutely.
be your
But guess what? In
childhood
the
friend.
NFL, that same thing happens, right?
Right.
Some people got to get away from. Some people have to get away from. I tell you what, a perfect one. I'm gonna bring up a player right now that's not playing this week. Everybody looks at Travis Hunter and says, "Why did he marry that girl?" Right? Why did he marry that girl? But my man is in Duval, and if y'all seen his Celsius commercial, my man say he study,
Yep.
he recover
Mhm.
to ease his mind. He goes fishing,
Yep.
right?
That's his
Then
therapy.
he's back home. He's chilling with his wife, boo, beard, whatever you want to call her. But that's a man that has his priorities. Yes, Lady A. I know if this was our show, I would be fine. I slipped that one past, right?
I was like, what did
Um,
you say?
uh,
Terrible.
that
He
man
still get
has his
fine.
he. Oh my bad. He has his priorities. He has his priority. He loves football. He loves football. But if I'm not playing football, I'm not at no club. Kobe, you gotta have that Kobe type mentality, right?
Right.
Why? What did they say? A lot of the players said, "Oh, we coming in from the club." Kobe done worked out.
Yeah.
Kobe
So
done worked out. I
Pitt,
can I can I
Kobe
can
was
make $1
Kobe
million.
because he was different.
Yeah,
Everybody's not that
but
way.
Yeah,
you
you
can
gotta
make $1
realize
million dollars.
Kobe was a unicorn too. That's one in a million.
He was
But you can
different.
make a million. You
It's
can
different.
put it this way: you can make $1 million because you got drafted to the NFL, or you can make $100 million because you're here for a long time.
Here's the thing, Pitt.
You just got to put in the work.
The best quality for you to ever have is to understand that everybody don't think like you. That's the best quality you can ever have. And so nobody thinks the same way. Nobody processes life, especially at that level. Because you got to remember these are kids, right? These are kids, and now they're even younger getting multi-million-dollar deals, right?
Yeah.
So these kids, right, are
Mm-hmm.
going out here and doing XYZ, doing this, doing that. Keep in mind there's a difference. That's why we have to look at these players and quite often the expectation of these kids are that of 40-year-old individuals.
You know
We
what?
expect
I
them
got.
to manage their money, not get in trouble, be responsible, be mature. Like these are kids. And quite often when we see them acting like kids, we frown upon it.
Exactly.
But a 21-year-old on the football field who doesn't get a call to go his way and it looks like he has a whole full-blown temper tantrum, he's still a kid.
Right.
I got one better for you, and this is a little different. So the Wizards is the youngest team in the NBA,
And they're
right?
trash.
They are the youngest team in the NBA. They
Sorry.
have CJ McCollum as their point guard, who's been around and he's been in the league for a very long time. Their number one draft pick, he said this dude is awesome. He can
Yeah.
do whatever he wants. He's a scorer. He can do whatever he wants, right? They
Mhm.
they got one. He said they got one,
Mhm.
right? You know what CJ McCollum told the dude? He said you need a hobby because the kids' mentality is I play ball, I recover, I watch film, I
Yep.
do that. That's what I do. CJ McCollum said, you need a hobby. He said, because we got to play 80, 82, 86, whatever games, right?
Yep.
You need a hobby. We're going to be on the road. We're going to be traveling. He said, I'm not telling you to go, mess around with all these girls or whatever. He said, but the game of basketball is your job. And you have to have something to take you away from that. You need to go fishing. You need to play a video game. You need to read a book. You need something other than
But
your job. And
something
I get it. And I'm
productive.
not saying right. I'm not saying that I'm not being counter. I'm not arguing the other side of my own argument because yes, these players they do need things to do outside of football, right?
Mhm.
Von Miller said it best. I think it was Von Miller that I heard him say this. He was like, "I love football." He said, "If I'm not watching film, I'm watching, what's going on around the league." But he said, but he has a business, right? His business is what give him another mental break from the game of football. And Vaughn, y'all know he got chickens. Vaughn is a chicken connoisseur right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he has something to keep him going outside of the game of football. So what your distraction is shouldn't ruin you. So back to what I'm saying, just because you in DC or you from the University of Maryland or you from the University of Georgia and you wind up with the Falcons or you wind up with whoever that you know the area, that shouldn't ruin you
You're
because
right.
your
You're
job
right.
is football. Find yourself something productive to do. There, if you feel like I got energy I need to burn it off with a charity. You know what I mean? Burn it off with building something sustainable for your community that you're in, right? These players that retire from the NFL and they get to go back to the cities, like think of a Santana Moss. He's from Miami, right? But he's done so much in the Washington D.C. area, right? Um, uh, uh, London Fletcher has done so much in the NFL in the area of DC. Doc Walker has done so much in DC. He's from California. And he's done so much in DC that this is his home. He didn't go back to the West Coast. Brian Mitchell's not back in Louisiana because they have built something sustainable in this area. Brian didn't even move his family when he went to go play in Philadelphia because he would come back to DC because he was building something in DC.
Yeah, Brian Mitchell, he was that dude too, though. Number 30.
Yeah, so it is what you do, man. You can't say that, oh, DC will ruin you. Maryland, the DMV will ruin you. No, Baltimore got just as many problems too.
Well, here's the thing. DC will ruin you if you have a weakness. You have to be very strong as an athlete and I'm talking any sport. And part of that, you have to be humble. And the reason why I say that is because one thing we do in this area is we treat people like kings. We put them on a pedestal. And everybody can handle that.
Jermaine Lewis went to the University of Maryland.
Correct.
He got drafted by the Baltimore Ravens.
Correct.
He never left Maryland until the last year of his NFL season
when
Baltimore didn't protect him.
Baltimore ain't the DMV. He left the DMV. Let's not pretend.
Let me put it this way.
Jermaine would come home. Jermaine would come home to PG County on Mondays and on Mondays and Tuesdays. Mm-hmm. He came back home. He played in Baltimore. His family came and saw him every weekend when he played in Baltimore.
Correct.
Right?
However, his general environment, like, let's keep it real. If he lived in PG, it may be different.
He did. He lived in PG.
He didn't live he had a house in Baltimore though. He had a house up that way.
I'm gonna put it this way, Pig, and it's just from me. When I moved from DC to Ohio, it was a big difference. Yep. I definitely wanted to be out of DC because I wanted something new.
Yep.
And I'll tell you this: from DC to Ohio, it is a huge culture change. I mean, to where you had something from DC going on from Sunday to Sunday. You come to Ohio, and no, we shut down at 9:30, maybe 10 on the weekends. Am I lying, guys?
No.
Well,
I think me being from DC to where I'm used to stuff to where, like, okay, 12:30, I can head down to the corner store, give me a steak and cheese and stuff like that. Catch, chill out with the logo spot at the ice box. This is during my time. I know
you sound old.
I know, like I said, I'm still back in the day. Like, hey, we had the ice box, we had this, we had that, we had the lunches. We got
the 50-50 club now. It's 50-50 now. So
but I get what you're saying. But like I said, a lot of us to where with certain people, especially when it comes to the DMV, New York, and stuff like that, if you got stuff that's constantly going on, it can take away from the focus. Sometimes we need that actual place to where we don't know what's going on, so we can't really get into it. But by us being at home, we know what's popping off. We know things that's going on from Sunday to Saturday, and we try to move around it. I left Ohio for school because I knew if I stayed in DC, I wouldn't get shit done.
And you're right. I moved to Virginia Beach, and I was so peaceful. It was so peaceful, and then my tail done moved back here, and now I want to move away again.
Well, we don't went completely left field on the actual subject.
But just know, Pig, it is rough for athletes in this area. Like, we cannot pretend that it's not.
Now, the next question I did have, out of the people that you're guaranteeing to start, who are you ghosting? Who are you saying bye Felicia with? Or who are you trying to be like, you know what? You got one more week and if you don't, I'm done. Who are you giving your last chance to?
I almost did.
I know exactly who I'm giving my last chance
almost did
to.
that on my team, you know, ESPN Fantasy League football. I almost did that with the wide receiver from Philadelphia, AJ Brown, man, because he was starting to cry a little bit too much.
I'm not gonna lie.
He was starting, saying like, you know, he's not being implemented or instructed into the offense enough. And I'm like, bro, make things happen. But I can understand, you know, if the offensive coordinator is running the ball, you know, you're doing 50 plays, and out of 50 plays, 30 of them is run and only 20 of them is going to the air. I can understand that. And then you got another superstar on the side of him, which is Devontae Smith. So, you know, he feel like he's not getting the ball. But I think the last game he did score a decent amount of points. Matter of fact, him and Smith got their funkies off. You know what I'm saying? They both was doing their thing.
I'm not gonna lie. AJ Brown was in my trading block.
For me, it's a Detroit wide receiver, their speed wide receiver Williams. I need him this week, and if he puts up 0 points, you may find him on the free agency wire. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well,
you may find him on the free agency wire.
I understand that.
What about you, Bruce?
I've had Derrick Henry there all season.
I got him too.
Right. But you got one more, like you gone.
Yeah. Understood.
Now we've been talking about matchups all this week. I mean, it's from the whole show.
You ain't asked me, cuzzo.
Oh, my fault, cuz. My fault. Because you wasn't in the league, so I didn't know.
I'm not in the league. I got some people now, you know.
My bad. Who are you buying Felicia with?
Okay, so I got two people that if they on your team, you probably should get rid of them. It's Jerry Jeudy and Justin Fields. Sorry, guys.
I think Justin Fields is a free agent right now anyway.
I mean, Justin Fields is for both of them. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. Just get rid of them.
That's why my Steelers let him go.
Hey, speaking of the Steelers, here's the next question we have. What is your fantasy game to watch? What is the fantasy game to where you know I got to watch this because this is where the points is at?
Monday night.
Sunday night for me, because Sunday can come through too with the points.
I'm going Colts and Steelers.
That's the one side of the fair. I'm sorry to Steelers fans. That's the one side of the fair. The Steelers cannot stop the run. The Steelers can't stop the run.
Playing like the Steelers.
No,
I think this will be a shootout. Like I said, from both ends.
I don't know.
Like I said, you got Indiana Jones versus John Wick. And Vic, I know you hate hearing that, but still.
Right now, my boys is looking like Swiss cheese. Like I agree, we cannot stop the run. I mean, to be honest, let's be real. We can't even stop the pass right now either, because our secondary is looking. I don't know. They all look like they got a Grey Goose bottle in their hand.
Oh,
wait.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't like going against Omar Epps' big brother, but
shut up, JT. Shut up.
He just really is. This is not the Steelers. I don't know who they are. They're pretending.
I gotta get ready for the podcast.
Yeah. So before y'all go, I want to let y'all talk about the podcast. Let everybody know about First String and when y'all available. Definitely.
First String Podcast. You can catch me, Lady A, Sid, and Al. First String Podcast on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 8:30 Eastern to 7:30 Central, and I don't even know what time that is out west. But we stream live. We stream live every Tuesday and Saturday. We bring you great insight, former players,
current players,
current players, media personalities, cover the NFL, NBA, coaches as well. So we try to stay well rounded, not just talking to people from the Washington area, but I think this Tuesday. Well, I know this Tuesday coming up, we have a guy from Detroit. Come on, Lady A, tell us.
Yeah, he's gonna cover Detroit. Against my best wishes, I went ahead and made sure that happened. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like the Detroit Lions. So there's that. But we are well rounded. We cover all levels of sports. Every sport imaginable. We've probably talked about it. Different teams, different
Forces.
leagues, college. Sometimes we talk about high school. We had, matter of fact, out in Texas. Texas is a big football state, even for high school.
Yes,
And we've had high school coaches come on,
talk about
state,
NIL.
right, in state championship.
Yep.
Which is a big deal in Texas. But we just try to cover everything. It's for the sports fanatics. For those who like to place wagers, we'll tell you how to pick your NFL games each week. We keep a tally of our records so that you can know, like, yeah, we're not just, and we do tell you why we're making these picks. So we're not just picking it just because it has pretty colors or something. Nothing crazy like that. But we keep a tally.
Even though we did find Al's source, this week, and she's pretty cute. She is pretty cute.
So are y'all on YouTube or what y'all on?
Yes.
Yeah, you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
LinkedIn.
Now we're not on Instagram and LinkedIn. At First String Podcast, or follow one of the hosts, myself, Lady A, or Said.
And Al.
You can follow us, and Al. You can follow us, and we'll direct you right to that link. But YouTube First String Podcast, like the First String quarterback. First
Check
String
it out.
Podcast.
Check it out. I always like to support black businesses.
I was just about to tell you, Georgia fan, we'll get you on there too.
I appreciate that. Man.
We gotta get you on the We gotta get you on the podcast, especially after the day. Y'all did y'all big one today, so yeah, we gotta get you on
for sure. Well,
so, I don't know if we're gonna be able to stand it with two of them on there, but hey,
listen.
We riding tough. We riding tough, baby.
Sid got him his black right now. It's black and red right now.
There you go.
Oh Lord,
what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
I will say this.
Look at it. He got Georgia on there.
When it came to the Commanders this year drafting, I did not want Marvin Harrison going to the Arizona Cardinals. I wanted him to go to the Commanders because for some reason, Commanders love picking up Ohio State wide receivers. And it seemed like the Ohio State wide receivers does good in y'all system.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when Harrison went to Arizona, I'm like, oh, man, I said I just feel like that's not the right system for him, though. But, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You want to hear something funny? I told CeeDee Lamb this personally. Do not sign an extension in Dallas. I said, don't do it. Come play with Terry. He said, I was about to call Terry and tell Terry to come down here and play with me. I said, don't make that call. You need to do that the other way around.
But you know what's crazy? After that, after all of that, he is on record. He has been recorded saying he wanted to be able to play with him.
Yep.
Wow. That's what's up.
Maybe one day he'll get a chance.
Maybe.
That's what's up.
Maybe. Yeah. So, all right. I got to get out of here. I got to get something to eat real fast and get fussed out by my co-host in about another 20 minutes.
I'm watching, I'm going 2 cents in for Al.
Appreciate you.
All right.
I appreciate you guys.
All right, later.
All right,
later.
All right. See y'all
nice
later.
Meeting y'all. Nice meeting everybody.
So yeah, that's my cousin Janet and Pick from First String Podcast. They do it every Tuesday and Saturday, and they do have some of the bad that I've seen some of the, they come correct with their host.
Okay.
So,
I might check them out. Might check them out on YouTube.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, they should be on about a half hour.
Okay,
so once we're done, definitely, ladies and gentlemen, once we're done, definitely click on YouTube and check them out as well.
Okay, First String
Podcast. So we still got a few more questions. So we already said what games to watch that you wanted to watch. What's the dumpster fire of the week? To where what, honey, let's go. You pretty much telling you, honey, yeah, I'll go with you to get this stuff done.
Whoever the Jets playing, because you already know that's a dumpster fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Like basically whoever the Jets is playing and probably whoever the Saints are playing.
I think they play each other.
Oh, there it is.
Put your TV on fire.
I think they play each other this week because they're in the same division.
That's awful.
Yeah. But the last question I did have is, and this is the one I was trying to put them on to actually ask this question. Okay, like I said, with the trade deadline looming, what trade are you wanting to have happen that might affect your fantasy, that you feel as though would affect your fantasy team? What's the trade that you're looking to see happen?
Man, the biggest one is the big blockbuster that I'm hearing where Philadelphia Eagles is trying to acquire your boy Myles Garrett. And it's I heard it was kind of serious. They was talking about the Eagles talking about basically giving up like 3 first-rounders for Myles Garrett. And if that go down, I think Cleveland may actually budge on that.
For that, then I'm definitely picking the Eagles defense. And I'm pulling the Rucks in. I'm not. They're gonna stay on my. I don't care where they got a bye week or not. I'm putting them on my bench. I'm not.
Right.
Y'all not getting them.
Right.
Me, I got a few. One, Alvin Kamara, and Breece Hall. One of them, I think the Commanders need to make a trade for one of them to go. I'm not saying both. One of them, for the simple fact that I like Bill. But we need and I've told picking this before, we need a premier running back. We need a running back that's going to be a threat. And I think, Bill does his thing. They do the running back by committee real good. But I just think to where you want a premier back, I think we need Breece Hall or Alvin Kamara. I would definitely need to see us either try to pick up a additional wide receiver, either in Olave or Calvin Ridley. I would also like to see Ridley go to either the Steelers, or I'd like to see Alvin Kamara, I'd like to see Alvin Kamara go either to the Chiefs or to the Chargers.
That might be nasty. Alvin Kamara going to the Chiefs, that might be nasty.
Those are the ones. Those are mine. What about you there, Bruce?
That right, the Myles Garrett going to Philly. Oh no! Don't let that happen.
Could you imagine Myles Garrett and Jalen Carter,
right?
And then the other, I forgot the other defensive end on the other side of him, Nolan Smith, the one that came from Georgia as well. All three of them on the line together.
If Cleveland does this, if the Cleveland makes that move, this is what I'm telling. This is what I'm looking at.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep fighting!
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling about Cleveland. If Cleveland makes that deal, that's what's going down.
Cleveland they're legitimately setting up to just tank the next couple of seasons until they get their domed fucking stadium.
Yeah, but you know what? That deal you said before, that other deal you said before, the Shedeur Sanders to Minnesota, that one might be something to look at.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, man. If I'm any general manager of a head of a football team, and I know we have a quarterback situation, I'm calling Cleveland about Sanders, man.
Right.
Because let's be honest, the boy can actually start on any other 32 teams.
I mean, you can put him in. You could probably put him in New Orleans. You could probably put him in. It honestly depends on Oakland, how they feeling. I'm not on New Orleans on how they feeling. Definitely Minnesota if they want to invest in JJ McCarthy. I would even say maybe Miami if they want to get rid of Tua.
Exactly. Because man, he can be honest. He can even come my way. He can come to Pittsburgh. He can come straight.
Honestly, I thought he was, and I think
to Pittsburgh.
And I think they did that purposely. I really think that they moved up in the draft to make sure they got that pick.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they did that just to purposely get Pittsburgh. Because I think Pittsburgh was going to go for Shedeur Sanders. Because right after that, all of a sudden, boom, Shedeur Sanders, they move up, they draft Shedeur Sanders.
Right. And then next thing you know, Pittsburgh, they draft the Ohio State Will Howard National Championship, which they was trying to say that Will Howard looked like he may be the future of Pittsburgh. But I mean, but now we don't really know who's really the franchise quarterback of the future is for Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
it ain't old tinfoil hat. Like
we know
right.
Rick Rodgers is not, but they are talking about extending his contract.
That's fine. Like, look at the Steelers. Look at the Steelers now with Rodgers and Howard is probably going to play out the exact same way Favre and Rodgers did in Green Bay, where like Rodgers is there, but he ain't gonna help mentor that kid at all.
No.
Right? He's just gonna be like, nah, this is my job. Until it ain't, this is my job.
Exactly. And that's the same thing. That's the same thing Favre did with him and Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's what Favre did. Yeah, Favre was like, nah, this is my job. This is mine.
And I know that's kind of, I mean, I feel him, but then again, too, that's kind of being kind of selfish because, like, when you know you're at the end of your career, it shouldn't be a problem to try to help the next generation.
Yeah, but they're all just looking to prolong. It's not the new guy's turn. It's still, I'm still here. Any given Sunday, it's a great fucking movie.
Exactly.
That's the way that fucking works.
Exactly. It is a good movie.
But yeah, that's the way the Steelers gonna like. Worst part is they probably do got their fucking franchise. Fucking Howard's gonna sit back there for what, 2-3 years? Like he might get some mop up duty every once in a while. But if he sits there and actually learns, that's the way they need to do. That's why we've had the extension of good quarterbacks. They keep getting rookies in and just throwing them to the fray, and they get rid of them as soon as they get there because they're damaged or whatever, because they don't have the time to develop to catch up to the game.
Exactly.
Well, and I'm not going to lie, Peyton Manning ruined that, and I hate to keep bringing it because there's a lot of things the Mannings have done. They've made everybody wants to copy or make that blueprint. Because remember when Manning first came out there, when he first went to the Colts, oh yeah, he was in the Wolves.
Yeah, but he was garbage his first couple of years.
Yeah, he Manning was garbage his first year, but they had faith in him.
Right, but they actually stuck out with him. Right, the rest of them.
Like I said, the same thing everybody talks about with Kobe. Like same we talked about with Kobe. Same way we talked about about the other ones. Not everybody's meant to do that.
This is a true statement, but I mean, like, how many teams has Sam Darnold been on?
I think this is what's his third? Is his third or his fourth?
Yeah, third or fourth team. He's only been in the league 3 or 4 years.
Vikings, and now Seattle.
So what's that, 5?
That's 5.
Okay, then.
Right, and it's almost been a different team every year for him. Right, it's the same. Well, fuck, Daniel Jones, like he lucked out going to Indianapolis.
Well, I think with Daniel Jones, he was a good quarterback on a terrible team.
Mm-hmm.
To where it was like, okay, I can, and I've actually said this with certain quarterbacks. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's the weapons you have on the field. Because not every quarterback can work miracles because everybody feels as though, oh, you have a quarterback, you can throw to anybody. Okay, I can throw it to anybody, but can they catch it? Can they read the route? Can they do this? Can they do that? If they can give me the basics, then yeah, I could probably do something with it. But if they're playing like piss poor dog shit, then
exactly.
What can I do? And that's what the Giants were doing. No offense, you finally give them something in Malik Neighbors. What's we call it? No, you finally give him Malik Neighbors, he gets hurt. You finally, from that time, Saquon Barkley's gone. You had Deshaun. You had Saquon Barkley all this time, but I didn't have nobody to throw it to. I just had to give him the ball. So it's kind of like
got hurt, and then he got
right. Then when he gets shipped off to I hate to say it because remember he actually played backup for the 49ers, so I'm sure he learned a few things.
Right.
And then he got signed with Indiana. And Indiana, I got a good running game. I got three top of the line receivers in Pittman, Pierce, and Downs.
Right.
And then on top of that, you draft me at a top of the line tight end. Oh.
Yeah, Warner is a goddamn beast.
It's like I'm a fat kid in the buffet. You said, "Oh, you can eat."
Right. I ain't leaving yet.
You said take your time. What's the rush? I'm there for it.
Okay.
So, with the matchups this week, JT, you did your team. I did my team. You scored 115.
Yeah.
I scored 122.
Okay.
All right. So right now
I will take the season just so you don't have to run a 40. Like, I'll wear a singlet just so you don't got to run 40.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
I will take the season.
Ricky Bobby, don't you put that charity on me.
So you don't
you put that charity on me, Ricky Bobby.
I will stick this fork in your eye.
Don't you put that charity on me, Ricky Bobby. No.
Ricky Bobby.
Right? Just so you ain't gotta, we ain't gotta call a squad. That's gonna be expensive.
BS. Look, I'm making sure I done had my blood tested and everything. I'm doing decent.
Yeah, I know it came back Crisco. But still, I will not let you.
Clear. Crisco had to get it right. Crisco clear.
I will tank and bowl in a singlet. I do not give a good goddamn.
You take the fun out of every challenge, don't you?
Yeah, I will. Just to keep you alive, to keep you around. You are my brother. I love you.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. If you want to do that, then work out with me. Come to the basement and work out with me. If you want to keep me alive.
Fuck no, work out on your own. I'd rather die fucking full than fucking sore.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is all for the show. Again, if you like us, don't forget to like and subscribe us. Definitely give a shout out to First Stream Podcast for the guys, for them coming through on the show. I definitely appreciate that. I'm probably going once this is over with, I'm gonna probably put my wrestling on and watch their show too.
You overstimulated. You need to calm down. Why you got two? I can't really lie. I got the TV going and talking to you, so.
Dude, hey, you got to do what you got to do to survive, right?
Yes, sir.
But like I said, y'all, don't forget to like and subscribe us. We are here every Saturday at 6:30, unless something different happens. Other than that, we got everything covered. Y'all got anything else left to say?
No, sir.
Where the white bitches at?
You stupid.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.